This video was requested by my friends over at Dwarf Mountain Knives and the Seed Nerd. They both tried this and liked it, so here we go. This is kitchen salt from the it was used earlier, but the big thing that you see through it is where people were moving across this country as it was being formed. They would take salt, and instead of carrying a whole bunch of different spices or spices they like different containers, they would mix it in with the salt, and they would call it kitchen salt. I heard about it. I saw another video on Townsend's where they were talking about it and things along that line, so I thought I'd try my own version. He made the original version, what they had from recipes and what they like to use then, but this is my version, what I like to use now, and the people that have tried it have seemed to like it. The only complaint I got was I like cayenne pepper and red pepper. I like a lot of heat, and they asked me to make a version that was a little toned down. So here we go. This is fairly easy. Most of this stuff I get at my local grocery store. The spices and stuff which are in here I picked up in smaller quantities, so it didn't cost me like 500 bucks in spices, because you can see this is a cheap one. Some of these containers run 8-9 bucks depending on what they are, or even more. So I was picking it up by the quarter ounce or even a little less at our local health food store, Vita Villa, which is around, but every health food store should usually carry some form of bulk spices that you can buy in small increments. What I did was I mixed up, you can use regular iodized salt, but I like the taste of sea salt, and I like the Himalayan salt. So I mixed the two together because the Himalayan salt can get kind of strong sometimes. So we mix that. The pink sea salt, we'll run a cup of that, and most of your other stuff, you can change things in and out. I realize everybody don't like the same thing, so with this sea salt you can easily do what you like. This is my version, and a lot of people seem to like it. Okay, I'm using a ½ teaspoon measure. This is a cup of mixed, however ratio you want to run, of Himalayan salt and regular sea salt. Again, you can use iodized salt, you can use whatever you like. It all depends on what your taste and preference is. I got some of these powdered stuff, like the mustard powder and horseradish powder and stuff, will clump, so just smash it out a little bit. And there's a half. We got a little bit of a breeze, so I'm going to try to be careful. There's a ½ teaspoon of horseradish. That's for something else. Mace we probably won't put in there. Garlic. Now, I don't know about everybody else. I love, love, love garlic, and so do most people I know. We'll go 1, 2, 3. I like garlic, if you can't tell. The other thing, onion salt. This is actually pretty good. You can use onion powder, but I had onion salt for another recipe that I was doing. So I add a couple of those. This is cayenne. Now with this I would use 4 or 5. I like cayenne. A lot of people don't and can't handle heat. So with this amount we'll put just a little in, and I can guarantee you my mom would taste that in there, which is fascinating to me, because at that volume per volume I can't taste it. Mustard. This is mustard. I like mustard powder, and I like the taste of mustard. It tends to clump a little bit, so before you even scoop it out with a spoon, just go ahead and smash it into the powder. The little clumps break up fairly easily. We'll do 1 and a partial. Like I said, I don't really write anything down. I make it as I need it. Nutmeg. Old Spice, it goes in and out. We'll do 1 of those. This is veggie pepper, which there's different varieties of this, so if you can find one that you like, we'll do 2. It adds a unique flavor to different things. Clove, clove is a fairly strong spice, so we'll add probably a third to a half of the measure. I don't want to overwhelm it with it. This is lemon pepper, which some of this, it depends on what you use it on. Different things come to the forefront as you're using it. So if you use this on chicken, the lemon pepper kind of comes to the forefront, and we'll do 2 of those. I like pepper, but I didn't put straight black pepper because I had veggie pepper and lemon pepper, which has it in there. So it wasn't necessary for me to do that. This is ginger. This is another one I do really like. So any of these powders kind of clump, so just make sure they're not clumpy. We'll do 1 of the ginger. And I keep my spices like this in an old cigar box. It's just handy. And here's one that I really like. Adobo. I'll use it straight up on all kinds of stuff. But I found out when I put some adobo in here, it is fantastic. I mean, it is just unreal. Okay, so we'll do 3 of those. 3 heavy ones. Adobo's another one that kind of clumps sometimes, so just make sure you get it in there. And even if it's a little clumpy, you can break it up with your spoon as you're using it. Okay, this is actually for Dwarf Mountain. So I've already marked his. There it is. I've already marked his. We had some mixed a little bit. John, hope you enjoy this. I didn't put a whole bunch of pepper in it. When I fill this up, I'm gonna add some more red pepper because this is gonna be for the rest of the family that does like it. And it just basically looks like salt with some different things in it. You can see a few things clump in there. Just smash them up, mix it around. Once you get it in your container, you can just keep turning it around and around and around. You can put it in a blender, a bigger bowl, just to get everything mixed if you want, or just sit here and do like I'm doing. Okay, now that I got this mixed out pretty fair, we're gonna dump it in. To this mess. And this is the non-hot version. And the hot version, we're gonna add some more to it. I know my brother will like this. And this is also what I like. So we'll add 3 more. And then mix that in. And then we'll start jarring this up into different things. Like I said, jar it up into whatever containers you like. We find these around, so we use them. We'll put the rest of the hot in here. These jars I get from Hobby Lobby. They're an attachment. They got a cool little spoon on them that you can measure it out and sprinkle in what you want. I just thought they were really handy. You'll be seeing these. I'll offer in the near future. This stuff will be offered on Etsy. So if you don't want to make it and you just want to get my mix, it will be offered on Etsy and all on my site, on Facebook and stuff like that. I'll state it as it goes. Things are getting worked out, so that's all it is. I mean, it's just that easy. It's just a matter, if you went to buy the big containers, all this, you'd easily spend $100 to get a taste you're looking for if you have like different stuff. This way you can get it in under $10 or $15 fairly easily and still have some things made. These bottles are like $3 or $4 at Hobby Lobby, easy enough. They're cheap enough. These are like $2 depending on what you want. You can put them in test tubes, which you can get on Amazon, little test tubes, like if you're backpacking and stuff, and you can take a little supply, slip it in a pocket on the outside of your pack for when you're eating. To trust me, this stuff and Tabasco sauce and stuff will hide a lot of sin in a lot of those dehydrated food packets. Granted, they've gotten better than they used to be, and a little bit of spices that can easily be carried along will make things go a lot better. It'll hide a lot of sin if you butcher a camp dinner, and then sometimes you just can't afford to throw it all in the fire or feed the wild animals with it, so you kind of hide the taste. It'll enhance the taste of a lot of stuff, which is what it's for. This is my kitchen salt. Hope you enjoyed it, and I really hope that you'll give it a try, because you will like it. Smash the subscribe button such as you would you'll feel some foe.